Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with Tradersummit, and I have Dick Matthews from Pardus FX. How are you, Dick?
I'm good. I'm good. We're actually enjoying sunny weather in the UK. Not as hot as you, but it's a lovely sunny day over here, which is good stuff.
Well, that's good. You have a lot of people in the UK and around all through Europe on holiday in the month of August. I
Yeah,
know volatility has been kind of light. We've seen a little bit lower volatility in the markets pretty much across the board as people are enjoying their holiday. But you know, we have seen some periods of volatility this week, and by the time people are watching this, we're going to be right up on the U.S. inflation data. And
yeah.
what are your thoughts with the CPI this week? Is that going to be something that you're looking to take advantage of as far as moving the markets?
Yeah, I think so. And it's not always the case when people are away that the markets stay quiet, because actually lack of volume can increase volatility because there's just not the volume there to cushion big moves. I think you're going to see a bit of a drop from previous levels down to something like 8.7%. But I think the core is going to hold in there. It's around about 6.1, which is still three times the Fed's chosen levels. So, still not looking too good. But I saw earlier today that a survey came out from the New York Fed that consumers' expectations of inflation showed the fastest drop ever recorded, which I'm really, really surprised at. Is this all down to the Inflation Reduction Act that Biden got through last night, which I don't quite see how it reduces inflation. But
Do you think that really affected the survey? I mean, but inflation. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you've been at this game longer than myself. Inflation, isn't it more of a mindset than anything? Like that's
yeah,
really what it is. I mean, I know
yeah,
there's a mechanics to supply and demand, which we
yeah,
obviously had disruptions from COVID and everything else, and supply chain issues. But all in all, isn't it just more of a mindset? So if that's why inflation expectations are such a big deal for the markets, because if everybody's thinking that prices are going to come down, inevitably prices may really just come down. But how does this inflation act factor into what you're doing?
yeah. I actually don't see that it's an Inflation Reduction Act. To me, it looks like it's going to be inflationary. But hey, what do I know about it? And I think you're right that people do. It is people's expectations to a certain extent. Now, I know in my own shopping, I was shopping over the weekend, and boy, prices have gone up a lot. It's certainly in the UK, and it's noticeable. I actually think the Inflation Reduction Act is just a misnomer. I don't see it really acting, and it can't have affected the survey. But I guess what the Fed is doing, and they're going to stamp on inflation, whatever, will just get it out of the system. I mean, they're just not hanging around here.
So how do you, as a trader, whether you want to talk about currencies or you want to talk about indices, how should we take advantage of from, because what I'm gathering from you is you still feel that inflationary pressures, even though that expectations may be coming down, that might be short-lived. That's what I'm putting together
Yeah.
based on our conversation.
Yeah, I think so. I think what's happening in Taiwan actually you've got to watch as well, because I think that's going to slow down exports of chips, which are again
Yeah.
affect inflation. And certainly this side of the Atlantic, you're going to have some problems with food supplies. It's quite a serious drought going on, certainly in the UK and in Europe, which will affect feed for cattle and whatever. So that's going to be inflationary as well. To
So,
me,
so
the
you so
only
you just don't think
sorry.
that rates are going to come down, or maybe a better way to phrase that is that rate expectations, if they're supposed to slow, or maybe you expect central banks are going to at least slow down the pace of the way they're raising, that isn't going to be the case. Is that correct?
I think it's going to be the case in the States. I think the Fed's going to carry on regardless. They're just going to stamp on it
So I'm putting two and
real
two
hard.
together. That means we need to be buying dollars on dips. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Always
okay.
buy the dip. Always buy
So
the dip.
because I'm going to ask you, which is the best way for us to express this persistently high inflation idea that you have? How would you express that in the markets?
I'd buy the dollars, sell the euro.
Okay.
Quite simply. I actually think one of the reasons behind this is that the US has got a little bit more scope in the background. I don't think you're facing a recession quite as hard as the UK is going to face and Europe's going to face. So I think the Fed's got more room to raise rates, and it looks more committed to raise them. And also, interestingly, out on Wednesday is the minutes from last FOMC meeting, which I think will show that they really are committed to stamping this out.
All right.
So
well,
again, buy the dollar.
Buy the dollar. I want to continue to fish out answers from you. That's what this is.
Yeah. Buy dollars where diamonds.
What levels would you look to sell the euro as a result of what you're saying?
Well, last week we were talking about it in the office, and we were looking for something like 103.40, which I don't think is going to get there. I'd be getting short now. I still see it below parity, down in 99.50 at some point in the not too distant future. So I would just be selling any rally there.
So I'm gonna ask you this, because I have this question after talking to other traders and analysts in the markets. A lot of people feel that the euro, you've thrown a lot at it, and it just won't get below parity and stay below parity. So what would be the driving force that really pushes it, to new lows?
The answer to that, I'd be talking to you from a sunny beach in the Caribbean, or Caribbean, as you would say it. It would be something completely off the wall. Will just come in and it will just turn the markets. It might be Putin getting really uppity about gas. It might be a nuclear explosion in Ukraine, so going putting near one of the nuclear power stations. That might just turn the markets, and people go, actually, this is really a hell of a shitstorm in Europe going on.
So what you're saying is there could be an event that actually would be the straw that breaks the camel's back, that pushes the euro below parity. That's
just a black swan, which we don't know what's out there at the moment. Okay. I think once it goes test it again this time, it will stay back below there.
And last week that we talked, Dick, you were still bearish the sterling. And rightfully so. I mean, it's come down. It's been a choppy move lower. Yeah. But are you still bearish on the sterling moving forward? Yeah,
I'm afraid so. Being a patriot here, I still think I see it down to like 117.5, 117.75, something like that. And again, sell the rallies. Political uncertainty over here. You've got a lovely English expression now, namby-pamby central bank who just got no cojones, and they won't do anything. And they should have acted tougher than they did last week. It's just a mess that they're facing, and we're facing a recession.
Yeah. Bailey's messaging was really, really surprising last week, I must say. So
that's right ways to say it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just surprising.
It's like the gloomiest central bank prognosis I've ever heard. But they're consistently wrong on their forecast, so let's hope they're wrong this time.
Let's hope they are for you guys, for sure. Yeah. So Dick, tell us a little bit what you do at Pardus FX.
So we're talking to some corporates, some funds, some private equity boys, and various individuals who are looking to move money overseas or repatriate money back into the UK. Just helping them do this and basically giving a better service than the banks give. It's a nice, friendly business. It's a nice business because you'll give you a good service. The customer's happy, you're happy. The only losers are the banks, which is always, in my book, no bad thing.
Well, that's great. And to find out more about what Dick does, make sure you visit Pardus FX, so you can visit the link just in the bottom of the description. And if you like what he does here and every week spending time with you, the trader, make sure you give him a thumbs up on YouTube. Share this if you see it on social media. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of this exclusive content. Dick, I hope you have a great trading week this week, and good luck in the inflation fight.
Fantastic. You have a good week, Blake. Cheers out.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Hey traders, Blake Morrow here. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also click the bell notifications so you do not miss any of our market-related trading analysis from some of the leading industry experts. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next video.